Don't bring her back to the river. She is not yours to return.
If she returns, the river will remember. Her name is Adugo.
The fisherman, Keto, stood frozen in the shallow water, the child trembling softly in his arms. The mermaid did not blink as she spoke the name. Adugo. And when the word left her lips, the river behind her shifted slightly, as though something deep beneath the water had finally remembered what it had lost. Keto's heart pounded. He did not understand what he had just witnessed. He only knew one thing. The child could not be left alone. Without another word, he turned and walked away. The mermaid did not stop him. But as he disappeared into the fading light, her voice followed him across the water. Do not bring her back to the river. Keto did not look behind him. Something inside him warned that if he did, he might see something he would never forget. By the time he reached home, the sky was already darkening. His wife, Selima, stood at the doorway, pregnant and exhausted. One hand rested on her swollen belly. The other gripped the doorframe. Her eyes immediately fell on the child in Keto's arms. She frowned. What is that? Keto hesitated. A baby. I can see that, she snapped. Whose baby? I found her. Selima's face hardened. You found her? Near the river. For a moment, neither spoke. Then Selima laughed bitterly. A child near the river. Her eyes narrowed. Tell me the truth, Keto. It is the truth. No. She stepped closer. Tell me whose child that is.
I don't know.
Keto sighed. I don't know.
You don't know!
You don't know. Selima's voice rose. You disappear for days and return carrying a baby girl, and you expect me to believe you know nothing about her. The child stirred softly in Keto's arms. Selima stared at her. Then at him. Then back at the child. A terrible thought entered her mind. Slowly. Painfully. Like poison. Her voice dropped to a whisper.
Child?
Is she your mistress's child? Keto's eyes widened.
Woman from another village.
What? The child of someone from another village. Selima. Did her mother die? Tears of anger filled her eyes. Is that why you've brought her here? So I can raise another woman's child while carrying your own. Enough. The word exploded from Keto's mouth. The house fell silent. For a long moment neither moved. Then suddenly, Selima gasped. A sharp pain shot through her body. Her hand grabbed her stomach. Keto. Another pain followed. Stronger. Her knees nearly gave way. Keto. The baby in his arms began to cry. And at that exact moment, Selima's labor began. That night, amid pain, sweat, and long hours of struggle, Selima gave birth to a daughter. They named her Zora. For a short time, the house felt complete. Two little girls, Adugo and Zora, sleeping beneath the same roof, growing side by side. But only one truly belonged. Kofi was a quiet, hard-working fisherman who genuinely cared for Adugo and often stood between her and Selima's harsh treatment, defending her whenever he was at home. He saw her as an innocent child who deserved love and kindness, and in those rare moments when he was present, Adugo felt a small measure of safety. But fishing kept Kofi away from home for days, sometimes weeks at a time, as he traveled the river in search of a better catch to provide for his family. Whenever he returned and noticed Adugo being treated unfairly, he would speak up for her and insist that she be treated with compassion. Yet the moment he left again, Selima's resentment resurfaced. Deep in her heart, she remained convinced that Adugo was the daughter of another woman from Kofi's past, and that belief poisoned every act of kindness she showed the girl. So while Kofi was away on the river, Selima always found new ways to burden Adugo, and the child silently endured hardships her protector never fully saw. As the years passed, Zara became the center of Selima's world. She dressed her beautifully, fed her first, protected her fiercely. Adugo received whatever remained. If food was scarce, Adugo ate last. If work needed doing, Adugo did it. If something broke, Adugo was blamed. At first, the punishments were small. Then they became cruel. By the age of 8, Adugo woke before sunrise. She swept the yard, fetched water, collected firewood, washed clothes, cleaned dishes, prepared cooking fires. And if anything was not perfect, Salimo made her start again. One morning, Adugo carried a water jar almost as large as herself. "Auntie, it's too heavy," she whispered. Salimo's eyes turned cold.
I didn't ask
"I
whether
didn't
it was
ask
heavy."
whether it was heavy." The little girl struggled to lift it. Her arms shook. Her feet dragged through the dust. When
Go
she
again.
returned, exhausted,
But Auntie-
Salimo pointed to another
Go
empty
again.
container. "Go again." "But Auntie." "Go again." Sometimes Adugo cried herself to sleep. Sometimes her stomach growled from hunger. Sometimes she watched Zora playing outside while she scrubbed clothes until her fingers bled. And the worst part was that she never understood why. She tried harder, worked harder, spoke politely, obeyed every command. Yet Salimo seemed to hate her more each day. The villagers noticed. Many pitied the girl. "That child has such a gentle heart. She deserves better." Poor Adugo. The praise only fueled Salimo's resentment. Whenever someone complimented Adugo, Salimo's face darkened. Whenever someone showed her kindness, Salimo found a new chore waiting at home. Soon Adugo stopped laughing, stopped playing, stopped expecting kindness. She learned to endure. And when the pain became too much, she would walk alone to the river. Only there did she find peace. Only there did she feel seen. The water never judged her, never shouted at her, never made her feel unwanted. One evening, after a particularly harsh beating for dropping a clay bowl, Adugo sat quietly by the riverbank. Tears rolled down her cheeks. The sun slowly disappeared behind the horizon. The river was still, silent, dark. Then, a voice whispered her name. "Adugo." The girl froze. Her heart stopped. She looked around. No one was there. The river rippled. Once, twice. Then a small hand slowly emerged from beneath the water and reached toward her.